Yo, what's up guys, it's Reggie. Welcome back to the UTR channel. I'll be your commentator for today. It's UTR 5's day and we're just looking at right now who we got in the squad. You're gonna see some old faces, some new faces, the regular faces. So right now you can see we have Tolu, Jed, Thomas and Jamil in the cut with Kane, Corey and George also to come. They're just getting ready as we're about to start tonight's game. Tolu has the ball in his hand, rolls out to Jamil. Jamil tries to find Jed, but he's undercooked the pass. Jed managed to get the ball back, finds George. George does a 1-2 Jamil. George has the ball back. George goes for the shot and it's just gone wide.
Good start, boys. Unlucky. Aye, ref.
No headers.
George now has the ball here. George is going forward. He's looked up. He's gone for the shot, but he's dragged it just like I have to drag myself to get to work. Jed has gone for the rebound. Nothing has come of it. Thomas now has the ball. What can he do here? Thomas gone for the shot. The person has slid and you're not meant to be sliding. So everyone's a bit confused. But we carried on anyway. Now Jed's looked up. He's gone for the shot and the keeper saved it. Opposition have given the ball away. Jed now has the ball. He finds George. George looks up. Finds Jamil. Now Jamil is going for the shot, but he's also dragged it. Now that ball's going to the opposition. The opposition tries a 1-2 pass, but that pass was expired, just like my milk in 2019. UTR now have the ball. Thomas has the ball, finds Jamil. Jamil goes for an extravagant pass, but it's been cut. Rolls the ball out to Thomas, but it's been cut out by the other team. Now the other team have possession. They're passing the ball quite quickly, but Jed is there to block it. Now Jed is going forward, skips past one player. He has the ball now. Jed looks up, finds Thomas. Thomas touches with his left foot, and there's a good save by the keeper. Opposition now have the ball doing one touch passing. Now this person is casually shielding the ball from Jamil. He's trying to get past Jamil. He's successfully done that. He's gone for the shot and Tolu casually saves it. Tolu passed the ball to Jamil. Jamil's protecting the ball like he's his girl, making the other player do the stanky leg. Jed now finds George with the ball. George is driving here. He looks up, finds Jamil. Jamil looks up as well. He gets the ball to Thomas. I put 100 on Thomas to score and now I'm 200 up.
Thomas. Alright, Tom, good finish, James. Well done there.
Tolu passes the ball to George. George now has the ball. He looks up. He's gone for the shot. It's good, but it's not quite curling and other teams just handballed it. So now it's a penalty. George stepped up and he's just confidently finished it.
George, well done.
Everything seems to be starting from Tolu as he's rolled out to Jed. Now Jed has the ball, he looks up, finds Thomas. Thomas with 2 touches and he finishes it bottom stanch. Is a cultured finish. Thomas now has the ball, looks up, finds George. George's gone for the shot / pass, I'm not entirely too sure, but Jed now has the ball here. He finds Jamil, Jamil finds Thomas, Thomas back to Jamil, Jamil to George. George sets it off to Thomas. Thomas saw it out his feet, he's gone for the shot but it's been blocked and we've temporarily lost possession. Tolu's rolled the ball out to George. George now has the ball. He's cutting just like Coutinho would. He's taking on the shot, but it's gone off target. Opposition now have the ball now. He's passed it to his teammate. His teammate looks up, trying to give the ball back to him, but he's gone for the back heel and Jed is ready. He's intercepted it. Jed has gone past everyone like his girl's watching him. He's gone for the shot and the keeper's made a great save from there, but it's a slide tackle. George now behind the ball, gives it to Jamil. Jamil says jacks it. Jed with a lovely touch and he's gone for the shot with his left foot and it's off target, but the ball's falling down to Thomas. What can Thomas do from here? Finds George. George's gone for the shot, but the keeper saved it. Opposition now have the ball. The player's looked up, he's gone for the shot, and I don't know if it's over there, but clearly it's interesting. They still have possession of the ball. Tolu's battling hard. Now they're both going at it, pulling out his shirts, and I'm not gonna lie, just going up against Tolu in those situations is long. But the referee's giving us a free kick. Tolu has the ball, takes the free kick, passes it to Jed. Jed's going forward with the ball, looks up, finds Thomas. Thomas now has it, cuts in with his left foot, he goes for the shot and there's a camera save.
Hey, well done, Tom.
Just to let you guys know, Corey has now arrived as he's rolled the ball out to George. George is now going forward. He's gone for the shot, but it's been saved. Now it's their time to attack. He skipped past Thomas, trying to get a 1-2 with his teammate, but he's not come through. Thomas now has the ball, finds Jed. Jed's been given time to have a shot. He's blasted it, but the keeper saved it. Thomas with the ball, he's giving the ball to George. George looks up, finds Jed. Jed's gone for the shot, and it's off target, but the ball's landed to Thomas. Thomas has said, I'm going to start again. He's giving the ball to Tolu. What can Tolu do from here? He's assessing his options. He's giving it back to Thomas. Thomas has gone for the shot, but it's been blocked. George here now with the ball. The ball just got stuck on his feet, but it's gone to Tolu. Tolu tries a first time pass to Thomas, but it's been intercepted. The player has gone for the shot, and Corey has saved it. They've just kicked it back into play. It's bounced off Thomas, but the ball's gone to Tolu. Tolu now with the ball. He's gone for the lovely flip flat, and he's a little feint. He's saying, where are you going? And he's just passed it back to George. The other team now have the ball. He passes it to one of his teammates. His teammate turns into trouble. Tolu now has the ball. He stabs the ball onto George. George takes a touch, looks up. What a finish. Hey Marv, what are you saying?
Hey!
The other team now have the ball. This guy decides, let me try to take on Thomas. Thomas is tracking back very well. This player realizes he's not going anywhere, so he's kicked off the wall. The player's gone for the strike and it's hit off Tolu, and now it's an own goal. Other team now have a free kick. They've gone for a shot. It's just hit off Tolu. Thomas with all the time in the world, and by Thomas standards, he should be finishing.
Gotta do better than
Corey rolls the ball out to Kane, aka Post Malone. Good to see Kane back on the pitch. Thomas passed the ball to Kane. Kane looks up, finds George. George has time to shoot, takes a shot, and it's a good save from the keeper. Tolu gives the ball to Kane. What can Kane do from here? Does a stop and start skill like he's on a driving test. He goes for the shot, being blocked by the defender, loose touch, and they intercepted it. It's now half time. Let's see what the boys are saying.
Alright, come.
Rebounds, come, that's what I'm saying. Rebounds, no, they're going to shoot.
Lads, I apologise for my shit shooting. Same. Sorry.
What's the score, though?
4-1.
Are you sure it's not 5?
No, it's 4.
Goalkeeper rolls the ball out to his teammate as he's taking a bad touch, and he's telling Jed to relax as he's bowed down to him. Jed now has the ball. He's looked up. He's found Jamil. Jamil with all the time in the world. He's gone for the shot, and somehow the keeper saved it. He's running towards the ball here as he does a lovely piece of skill, knowing that that guy has a family. He now zings the ball. No strings attached on that one. Jed with a hard touch. The other team has regained the ball for a short period of time. Jamil's there to collect it up. Jamil turns out, there's contact, and Jamil has gone down like a sack of potatoes.
Disgusting. Hey, man.
Jamil takes the free kick quickly. Outshot Tolu, passes the ball to Kane. What can Kane do from here? Trying to beat his man. First time he's unsuccessful. Second time he beats his man, getting clipped. Referee plays his advantage, looks up, finds Jed. Jed does well to get a shot from there. Ball's gone through Kane's leg, and the player just kicked it onto Jed. Nothing comes of it. Corey has the ball here. He's rolled it to Kane. Kane now receives the ball. He's looked up. He's found Jed. Jed has time, goes for the shot, and he should be finishing from here as nothing's come of it. Tolu now has the ball here, tries to go for the skies past to Jed, but it's been read well and intercepted. Tolu is now steamed in. The players managed to get it past to Tolu. He's crossed it to his other teammate, but he's scored, but he's in the box, so it's not a goal. Corey now rolls the ball out to Kane. Kane's going forward now, has his options. He's gone for himself, and he's gone for the shot, and it's not come to anything. He's looked up now, he's gone past, he finds Jamil. Jed now has the ball. He's gone for the shot. The keeper saved it. Kane now has the ball. He's looked up. He's found Jed, asking for that 1-2. Jed holds it for a bit, but he's giving it back to Kane. Kane is looking up. He's giving it back to Jed. Jed gets dispossessed. Now the other team are going forward. Tries to find his teammate, but Jamil's doing defensive duties, but they managed to still get a shot on. And now he's just kicked it onto the wall. Now Jed is going forward, attacking Jed. Jed has gone for the shot, but it's been blocked. The player's kicked out to his teammates suddenly, but the teammate has a bad touch. We need goals, so we bring on Thomas. Thomas gives the ball to Tolu. Tolu puts it in a good area. The other player thinks he can get there before Thomas, but Thomas uses his body as well. And I put my house on this one, and Thomas scored. Otherwise, I would have been looking for somewhere to live.
Thomas! Set by example! Lead by example, sorry!
Jed now has the ball. He's looked up. He's found Tolu. Now Tolu has the ball. He's driving into space. Tolu tries to beat his man. Successful. Passes it. Thomas doesn't get contact, but Jed is there with the follow-up. Jed now looks up. Finds Thomas. Thomas sees a gap. Goes for the shot, but the keeper saved it. The opposition's chasing the ball as Jamil's applying pressure. Jamil wins possession of the ball. Does a lovely skill to beat his man. Looks up. Finds Thomas. Thomas is taking his time to get the ball. He's finally received the ball, but he's lost possession. And now the other team is attacking, and he's gone for the shot, but he's dragged it. Corey's rolled the ball out to Thomas. Thomas is giving the ball to Jed. Jed has gone for a shot despite Jamil being an option, and the ball is calmly rolled back to the keeper. The keeper's seen that UTR players have switched off. This player is now driving forward. He's put it onto his left. He's gone for the shot, and it's a great strike. George is back onto the pitch as he's misplaced his pass to Thomas, but the ball comes back to Thomas. Thomas goes for a backpedal, but it's been intercepted by the other team. Now the other team are going forward. The guy's gone for the shot, but Corey's made a good save. The ball's gone back to Tolu now. Tolu's driving forward. He's giving the ball to Thomas. Can Thomas finish? Nope, the keeper saved it. Thomas starts off the attack as he finds Tolu. Tolu tries to get it first time to Kane, but it's been intercepted. The other team are going forward, and he's gone for the shot, and it's a great goal.
Drop it.
George is driving forward as the ball gets stuck under his feet. Now the opposition have the ball, and they're carrying on, but Thomas intercepted. They both go on the floor. Referee says carry on. He's gone for the shot, and Kane just plays it simple back to Corey. The opposition have a bit of momentum as they have quite a bit of the ball, but George body slams that guy into the wall. The referee says carry on. George is driving forward. Driving forward, looks up, finds Thomas. Thomas with the shot here, and is a tidy finish.
Great finish.
George starts us off here with Thomas having the ball. Does a little bit of good feet. Now Thomas is driving by himself. Feels the aggression. Thomas is not liking it, so Thomas reacts himself aggressively. Gets one player in his bum. Says see you later, and he still dinks it whilst the referee is giving a free kick, and Thomas is not at all happy.
Alright, Thomas! That's the strength I like! Alright, Corey, wait.
Tolu now has the ball here. He's looking up, assessing his option, finds George. George is outshot, but he gets fouled and it's a penalty. George steps up to take the penalty and he scores, but the goalkeeper said he wasn't ready, so the referee said you're gonna have to do a retake.
Aye, referees, they're gonna cry.
So George steps up to again to take the penalty and he does the same, finishes it off.
George.
Corey rolls the ball out to George. George skips past one player but collides into another one. The ball ricochets to Kane. Kane tips the ball forward, but he sprints to regain possession. Kane's regained possession now. He's using his body well as he's being challenged. Kane looks up, pass the ball to Jams, and Jams with a lovely finish. I know what I'm putting on my bread tonight. Feed the Jams. Position have now kicked off and the player's gone for a first time shot, and it's not a bad shot as it's hit the post, but the ball's gone back to George now. Now what can George do from here? George is driving, he's gone for the shot, keeper saved it, it's here if their player and it's gone to the keeper. Corey rolls the ball out to George. George gets tackled from behind, which is a foul in my opinion, but the referee says play on and they scored from it. Good goal.
Was it 8-4?
Jamil now has the ball, and once he gets the ball out of his feet, he'll now assess his options. Word to NSG. He looks up, gives the ball to George. George now has the ball, he goes for the shot. Oh lol.
Alright, George, speak to them.
I'm gone.
I speak to them.
I'm gone.
Opposition have kicked off and they decide to go for a shot because it's done well in last time's round, but this one didn't work out. The ball has now come to Tolly. Tolly's finessed it like he'll do on FIFA, but this one's hit the post. Kane now has the ball, gives it to Jed. What can Jed do from here? Fakes it, loses the ball, and close him. Jamil has the ball back. Jed gets the ball back. Now what can Jed do from here? Jed looks up and...
Jed, that was disgusting. That was disgusting.
Not long left as Jed gets the ball. Jed is looking for a 1-2 with Kane. It's successful. Jed drives the ball. Jed is still driving the ball. Jed, what can he do? Cuts in his left foot but doesn't get the best contact. Now the keeper's rolled it back. It's hit a couple by UTR players. The player's in, but it's a good save by Corey. And that's the final action. It's a UTR win. I've lost count of the score, but I'm sure you lot know what the score was. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe. I've been your host Reggie and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!
Take hands.
See, we're on physical, understand, and we do things that they can't comprehend. So far ahead, they can't touch the man when the punchlines come through and comprehend. Live for the fan trying to bust the gang, won't figures roll when I get that monster bread. I can tell they I want us to bang, but I don't care, count all of my ops are dead. Cut away, man's elevating from my heart so down, and we'll let that.